Welcome to Elite Pharma Notes. Many of my viewers asked me that make a video on the GPAT syllabus sheet. That's why I am preparing this video. Before going to discuss about the GPAT syllabus sheet, let me clear you some of the doubts regarding some of the Pharmacy exams in throughout the world. In India, we have a graduate Pharmacy aptitude test, and for the Australians, it is CAPS exam. First, you have to clear the CAPS exam, then you have to do 1 year internship to register as a pharmacist. And in Canada, you have a PEBC exam, you have to clear to register as a pharmacist. And USA, FPGEC, NAPLEX, and MPJC, these are the exams they are going to be conducted to get a pharmacist license in USA. Okay, let us discuss about the syllabus sheet of GPAT. Here I am giving GPAT 2019 syllabus sheet, and for the recent there is no much difference. Thus they will change the year only. The syllabus sheet is common. Let us focus the some of the GPAT syllabus topics and subjects. Let us discuss first physical chemistry syllabus. In that, the important areas you need to cover is intermolecular forces and colligative properties. Very important colligative properties, that is elevation of boiling point, depression of freezing point, osmotic pressure, and some of the laws like Rolle's law. These are all very important. You have to cover these topics. And thermodynamics, you have to focus only on the first law, second law, and third law, and remaining you can skip. And in phase rules, you have to focus on the 1, 2, 3 component systems with examples, and you have to know the phase rule formula, and remaining you can skip. And in kinetics, the focusing areas is order of reactions, first order, second order reactions, along with examples and theory also you have to prepare. And here you can observe, you can get some of the problems like time determination, t of determination, t90 determination, that you have to focus here. And every year one bit is expecting from the micromeritics and powder rheology, that you need to focus. Majorly viscosities also you have to focus. And surface and interfacial phenomena, here you have to focus on the HLB classification, very important. And viscosity and rheology, every year one bit is expecting from the viscosity and rheology. Here all the topics are important. In viscosity and rheology, you have to completely go through the viscosity and rheology topic 6. And in suspensions and emulsions, as you all know, the important areas is flocculation and deflocculating, and instabilities, that you have to focus. In case of organic chemistry syllabus, important topics are hybridization, inductive effect, and sometimes hyperconjugation. They give in application way, so you have to go through the concept. If you just study the definition, it won't help. You have to go to the concept, and you need to have an application knowledge. And chemistry, you have to focus here. Protective and deprotecting, you have to focus on the examples. And Hockel's rule, very important topic. And reactivities and orientation of mono and disubstituent benzenes, and effect of substituents like withdrawing groups and donating groups also very important, that you need to focus. Here the important area you have to remember is carbonyl chemistry. Here named reactions, very important. Here see, these all are named reactions. First you have to clear know these named reactions, very important. 3 to 4 bits are expecting every year from the named reaction, very important for the GPAT orientation. Not only GPAT, for any competitive exam, named reactions I am preparing a name reaction tabular column. You can go through it. 31 name reactions in one video. It may be helpful for you. And stereochemistry. In stereochemistry, you have to know the enantiomer, diastereomers, and some of the basic concepts and the meso compounds. And here you can see the D and L notations and D and L amino acid notations. These all are important for the GPAT. And pericyclic reactions, sometimes they will focus and sometimes they will skip. It's your choice. If you want to study, you can study the pericyclic reactions also. Pharmaceutical chemistry syllabus includes all the classifications. Remember, you have to combine the medicinal chemistry and ecology, and you have to prepare the your GPAT exam. Why? Because they will ask correlating the these two subjects, and they will ask the questions. So during study only you have to combine the MC and ecology, and you have to prepare for the GPAT exam. These classifications all are important, and which class is important nobody can say. It's your capacity, how much you can learn. You have to learn these classifications. You can see here. And pharmaceutical syllabus, very important, is all the dosage forms. In specific, if you want to say, means parenterals, aerosols, capsules, tablets, suspensions, emulsions. These all are important. If you see, dosage form, powders, capsules, tablets, all are important. Parenterals also important. Suspensions very important. Emulsions important. Suppositories, semi-solids, you can skip because they will get only 1 mark. And these liquids also sometimes they will ask and sometimes they won't ask. Aerosols, you can expect 1 bit. And ophthalmic preparations, pre-formulations, for your idea, if you want, you can learn, but exam orientation, they may not focus to that areas. And for NIPER, those who are preparing for the NIPER, novel drug delivery system, is important. And for GPAT students, 1 or 2 bits you can expect, but you won't get much more on the novel drug delivery system. Pharmacology, you have to focus mechanism of actions. And classification, you have to study many times. How many times you study, that much grip will get on the drugs, and you can easily attempt the exam. The important pharmacological classifications like peripheral nervous system, cardiovascular system, central nervous system, and chemotherapy, very important. Chemotherapy, in chemotherapy, cancer classification is very important. Vitamins and mineral classification also very important. Every year 1 or 2 bits are expecting from the vitamins and minerals. And pharmacognosy, those who are preparing GPAT, I suggest you, for the pharmacognosy you have to buy Mission GPAT and Pearson, so that they will give all the drugs in a tabular column. You can study from that. In pharmacognosy, you have to focus majorly 2 areas, that is adulterations and evaluation of crude drugs, and quantitative microscopy, like you can see the stomatal number and microscopic values, like stomata, type of stomata is present, calcium oxalate crystals present, that you have to focus. And glycosides and alkaloids, first you have to clear glycosides and alkaloids in pharmacognosy. If you have time, then you go for the others. Otherwise, these 2 are sufficient for the GPAT. Whatever I am discussing now, that are only those who are just qualification. If you want single digit or the double digit rank, you have to study a complete GPAT syllabus. and you have to revise so many times, then you will get single and double digit number. But whatever the topics I discussed, if you completed these concepts, definitely you will be qualified for the GPAT.